Good afternoon, my friends and clients. This is Hilgard here again. It is today, Monday. It is the 27th. It was my mother's birthday. I believe it's 28th. 28th. It was my mother's birthday over the weekend, and luckily I remember that part. But here's what we've seen the last few days. The S&P 500 has recorded losses now for 4 straight weeks. It's the longest streak that we've had this far in this year. Energy stocks suffered the biggest decline in the S&P 500 due to the falling of oil and gas prices. On the bright side, stock futures are up this morning, and those futures have rallied, and the stock market is up about 1.5% as I'm recording this message. COVID has gone away. Not exactly yet. Unfortunately, it seems like it just still is there, and Europe is reporting a rise in cases and tightening restrictions even further. Closer to home, we continue to be held hostage over the much needed stimulus package, as once again the last round of negotiations failed to produce any results. There's no doubt we are facing unprecedented times, and in my recent seminar, one of the guests asked me an interesting question. He said he wanted to know, is there anything new that we should be aware of? And as I reflected on this question and our current situation, it seems we are not only anticipating the storm ahead with the upcoming election, but in addition, we're also having to navigate the crosswinds coming out us from all multiple directions. Last week, news as an example, just to show you, COVID cases on the rise in Europe, the death of a Supreme Court justice and a new nomination to the bench, allegations that major global banks have been involved in extensive money laundering activities, and to top it off, Dr. Fauci's comments over concerns and COVID cases could escalate here in the United States again. Surprisingly, we are managing to push through against the headwinds, the impact of a lockdown and job losses. I'm sure the extra unemployment benefits and the freeze on evictions on homes has helped. However, we could experience pressure ahead once these expire. So looking ahead, it will be interesting to see what the new normal will be past COVID. A lot of people jokingly speculating that COVID is going to be done, right the next day after the elections. But as business employees have become accustomed to working from home and more retail sales is taking place online, we see the huge amount of at least stock pricing is moving in a direction where Nasdaq is so much further ahead than any other index, indicating that commerce is moving more towards the technology or uh, internet-based companies, right? So we're all shopping from Amazon. So what we're really seeing here is an opportunity to look at your asset allocation and to see what makes sense in this new normal. We're expecting some turbulence still with elections, and the will be coming soon. And normally we'll see those debates create even more volatility. So hang in there, strap in your seatbelts. I think it's a fantastic time to reach out to us to have discussions relative to your plan, your asset allocation, if there's any changes that needs to be made. We continue to communicate with you and our clients on a week-by-week basis during this election period of time to stay in touch and to give some advice. We also are still hosting events this week. We will host an event on Tuesday at Ocean Prime. It's a great opportunity if you have any friends of yours, colleagues that you would like to introduce to us. If you found that our work has been very helpful to you to put perspective into how to invest in your portfolios based upon your plan, feel free to reach out to Susan to be able to invite them and come and listen in on us a good dinner. And also, if that time frame doesn't work for you, but there's a couple that you would love to introduce to us, we're still very open to having dinners, private dinners at my country club at Bella Collina. We call it the Tuscan Experience. If you have folks like that you want to introduce, just reach out to Susan. I'll leave you again with a final quote from Warren Buffett. It says, opportunities come infrequently. When it rains gold, put out the bucket, not the thimble. So there's times where there is plenty, and there's times when there are shorts, and there's the times that we have a lot of uncertainty. I think this is a time like that. So great to be with you. Look forward to being with you next week and bringing you an update of what we're seeing is happening and what we're doing as a result of it. Have a great rest of the week.